Guys, what's going on? Jeremy Lafrentz of Backstage Entertainment, sitting here, Whiskey Roadhouse. Kind of a cold night, guys. We have in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Yep. Sitting here with Eve to Adam. Guys, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. We got, like I said, mentioned cold weather. December. We're almost, through the year here.
Yep.
You guys been on tour with Tantric now. How's it been going so far?
Great tour.
Is it?
Yeah, weather's been a little bit, not on our side, but the shows have been really good, and they're cool dudes, and we're having a great time.
For those fans that are checking you guys out for the first time, what we'll do is we'll introduce yourselves and say what you do in the band. So we'll start down here.
Great. My name's Alex. I play the drums.
I'm Gaurav. I'm the guitar player.
My name is Taki. I'm the singer.
My name's Eric. I'm the bass player.
So like I said, mentioning touring with Tantric, what do you think has been the best thing about this tour so far?
Best thing about the tour is best thing about any tour, getting to go out and play.
That's right.
We've made friends with the other bands. You were just talking to the Man Made Machine guys from Arizona, great guys, good friends of ours now. The Underride guys are great guys too, and of course the Tantric guys have been very cool to us, and obviously we're fans of the band.
Yep.
It's a great bill. It's a great night of rock and roll. I think that's probably the best part of the tour, the bands that are on the tour, you know.
Yeah. Yep. So you guys have recently released your, your album Banquet for a Starving Dog.
Yep.
What has been, I know the music industry can have its ups and downs, what has been probably the biggest struggle releasing this album?
The biggest struggle, there hasn't been a struggle with this album, actually.
Well, that's good.
This is the best scenario we've ever had, and hence the title. You know, we've had a hard time in our career, coming up in the worst time in the music business, and you know, we never had that major label deal and whatnot, and we never had right management, so everything kind of lined up right for this one, and so far so good. I mean, we've got a great agent, we've got great management, great publicists, we've been on awesome tours, Saving Abel and Tantric, all within 4 months. You know, the first single did really well at rock radio. You know, we came from out of nowhere and got into the chart, and now they're getting ready to load up another single and come out in January with the song Reach. So I mean, everything's really great. It feels like all the hardships that we've had in our career have, are kind of paying off at this time for us.
Yeah.
So we feel really, we're very grateful, but we also feel like we've really earned this opportunity. And we prove it every night that we go out there in front of fans and we kick ass.
Right. Now, if you could sum it up in just one thing, what do you think would be your biggest opportunity, or even the best thing about this album, if you guys could say one thing? Whether it be a song, maybe something about the fans, anything about this new album.
Well, I think what's really great is seeing fans coming and singing the words.
Yes.
They really know the lyrics, you know. They've really gotten into this album, and then through this album they're discovering our former album, Queens to Eden, which was, moderately successful. Actually, we didn't have quite the great label setup that we have now, but it's kind of a fan favorite, you know, and we play a lot of those songs live also. And so it's kind of cool. I mean, this is our recent portal into the catalog of Eve to Adam and the history of Eve to Adam. So people are discovering how long this band's been around and what it's accomplished, and looking towards the future and saying that if we could do all of this with what we have now, imagine if we just get a little bit more leverage and a little bit more power, what's possible. So we know 2012 is going to be a great year for us, and we're very optimistic. We're making friends along the way, and we look forward to bringing this party everywhere through the United States again, as we've done this year, and onward. Hopefully internationally too. I mean, we're getting offers already for festivals in Europe and in Asia and whatnot. So this is going to be a worldwide trip, and we've been waiting our whole lives to do this. Yeah.
So you guys are moving in the right direction. Everything's going well. That's good. You guys, I mean, if you can get international stuff, I mean, best of luck to you guys too with all of your stuff coming up. So, but to sum it up, I guess with this new album, for fans to sing along with your songs and everything would be a great opportunity, and the best thing about the album, you'd say.
That's why we do this.
Yep. To get in front of fans and do what you do.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, how about, let's go this way, for fans that are checking you guys out for the first time, if you could say maybe your top 2-3 songs you would want them to listen to first to really get the Eve to Adam groove going, I guess, what do you think it would be?
That's a tough one. What do you guys think?
This album?
Any song,
song?
Any song.
You want to go with that?
I think the title track, Banquet for a Starving Dog, is a great place to start. It's very unique. It's got a lot of different influences. Great groove between our rhythm section over here, which is we feel pretty proud of, because it's I think it's one of the strong points of the band, and a lot of great vocals, some good guitar playing, I hope, and but I think that's a good overall, one that has, the sound of the band and sets us apart from the others. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
another one?
Yeah, I would definitely say Reach, the next single that's coming out. It's very inspiring, hopeful song. I think people need a little hope these days, and I think the lyrics people really connect with, so I would vote for Reach.
Okay. Would you guys say your main message would be something about hope, or I guess what in the majority of your songs, what do you think is the main message you portray to fans?
Well, I mean, we're a little bit of a paradox in a sense, as we have inspirational messages, and also we've got kind of downturn reality messages too. Just kind of real experience, life experience songs. We always try to have an up angle on things, but just as in life, there's the good and the bad. There's the only way to know one is to have the other. Yep. So Eve to Adam kind of represents that. Our music covers the spectrum of that. And we try to bring that forward in a really powerful kind of anthemic way in a live setting. We combine kind of old school mentality with a modern look, but the sound is steeped in old fashioned kind of hard rock, big songs, big performances, and a lot of soul and passion. Right. And we're trying to bring that back to rock and roll, take away a little bit more of the technology and bring a little bit more of the soul, and a little bit more of the passion of the moment, because I think that's what's missing. A lot of stuff is really static, a lot of stuff sounds the same. Like us or hate us, you know who we are when you hear us though. Yeah. We have an identity, and we stick by that. We're not in the middle. We're on one side or the other. So I'd rather be that way than be anonymous and sound like everything else.
Exactly. Mentioning things that set you guys apart from other things. Like we mentioned before, we are going to a part of the interview where we call our BSC box. Like you guys said, you haven't done anything like this before, so good. Yes, we are setting ourselves apart. You guys can go find Backstage Entertainment on Facebook, like us, and you can get your own questions in here. We ask the fans any questions that you guys want to hear answered by the bands we interview. So we're going to start down here, and then you guys will draw a question. If you do have an answer to one of the other guys' questions, go for it. So
deep into the BS box. Oh my God. What was the worst chore you had to do growing up? Oh my Lord! I come from a rather.
You were born grown up.
Yeah, dude.
You didn't do any chores.
I was born an old man, dude. I grew up in a fairly strict household, so there was a lot of not a chore specifically, but there was a lot of studying going on in my house. So I am sort of classically the nerd of the band.
That's on record.
Yeah.
It's on record.
It was a chore. I mean, it started early. I'm gonna eat this one so no one knows about it.
So studying, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you want to call that a chore.
You were expected to do well in school.
There were many. I was expected to do very well in school, and in other extracurricular activities and whatnot. My parents going very fast.
All right, let's draw a question here now.
Okay, let's see what we can come up with here. Something interesting, something good,
nice,
something dirty.
Crazy one. Here we go.
Oh man, I thought it said, "Are you a dog?" They really do know me. Are you a dog person or cat person, and why? Oh man, that's an easy one for me. I am a dog person because they are definitely more like my personality. No, I love dogs. We have a great dog. Alex and I have had a pit bull for 10 years, almost as long as we've had the band. Yeah, he's an old man now. Red-nosed pit bull named Milton, strangely enough, and the band's name is from John Milton's Paradise Lost, so it was a pretty interesting coincidence there. And cats are all right, but dogs are rock and roll. Yeah, that's the way that one goes. That was simple.
There you go. That's good.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're fine. Let's see if he draws it again.
Who has the weirdest habit in the band, and what is it?
All right, let's get something stirring here.
That's a hard one. God, I could get thrown out of the band for this. This could be the last question I ever answer.
Make it a good one, then.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Tuck?
What do I think?
What's my weirdest habit?
Your weirdest habit?
Yes. What's my weirdest habit, and what is it?
The way that you answer the phone. I think it's the way you talk on the phone.
How do I talk on the phone? He's going to tell you how I talk on the phone.
It's a delayed thing when you call Gaurav, right, and it's kind of like a...
phone rings. Here we go. Hello?
Hey, Taki. How are you? It's kind of like every conversation. I've known this guy for over 10 years, and it's the same start to every conversation every time. He's a creature of habit, and that's why I love him.
He starts cupping the phone?
Yes, and then he's watched a lot of Casino, I think, a lot of mafia movies, because he's always cupping the phone in case they're reading mouths, and he's always cupping the phone, so you get this phase effect on the phone. And you're like, dude, are you cutting the new Pink Floyd record, or what's going on? What the hell is this?
The answer to the question would be, I have the weirdest habit in the band. It's the way I talk on the phone.
That's it.
Alex?
So don't call me.
Yeah, let's see. Put my paw in here. Let's see what we got here. All right. What's the best prank you've ever pulled or has been pulled on you?
Besides being in the band.
Pranks. There's a couple pranksters. We've been pranked by some bands on tour, for sure. I would have to say 12 Stones. We were opening up for 12 Stones, and they're all comedians. Thank you. Hi, 12 Stones. How you doing? Thanks, Paul. Basically, I think they unloaded maybe 50 cans of Silly String on us while we're playing. They took away all my drums on stage. They left me with basically, I think, a snare drum and my dignity, what was left of it at that point. And I was cleaning Silly String out of my drums for a few months. And
Months?
Months,
Years.
yeah, absolutely.
Years. 2
Literally,
years later.
I think they emptied out 10 Walmarts and they let us have it.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it was in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and they hosed us so hard on the last song. I mean, it was unbelievable. And the guy from the venue was kind of laughing, but he was also kind of like, who the hell is going to clean all this up? You know, they're like, yeah, we'll see you later. See you next time. We're like, so they were a good bunch of guys, though. We're hoping to tour with those guys next year, actually. So it was always good times.
Okay, and then for the fans out there, lastly, where do you guys want them to check out Eve to Adam?
The spokesman over here.
EveToAdam.com is always the center hub for everything ETA. And then obviously Facebook, facebook.com/Eve to Adam, and twitter.com/Eve to Adam Music. And we do get back to all our fans, you know, no matter what. You know, we're getting a lot of traffic these days, but we do, people are always surprised, like, is that really you? Are you really? And I'm like, yeah, it's me. Ask me a question, I'll tell you. And then we get a dialogue going, so that's cool. I mean, if we've got all these avenues to talk to people, that's what we do. We'll talk to you. So write us a message, and you know, we'll get back to you. And thanks a lot for having us, man.
No problem,
Appreciate
guys. Thanks for coming. And definitely go check out their albums like they mentioned before in the interview. Check out Eve to Adam, guys.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.